Thanks, Craig.
Thanks, Craig.
Sup?
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the podcast. We're off to a flyer here.
Dear listeners.
ASMR edition.
I just
What's
need
going on?
long acrylic nails to tap on a pickle jar.
Oh, no, I don't like it. Yucky. What's been going on?
Oh, just hobbling about.
Yeah. Yeah. Still getting around.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
I'm not sure what happened though.
I don't know either. You kind of just vanished off the face of the earth.
my little mic thing was lighting up, and then I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you just vanished.
Okay.
Well,
cool.
You're back now. We're off to a good start.
Yes. How are you doing? You've had a week.
I have had a fortnight. Yeah. We're gonna dive into the realms of COVID conspiracy theories here in a second.
Oh God, okay.
Because I'm gonna say a trigger word for all of the people that were those people in 2020. I had myocarditis. Yay.
Fun times.
Yeah, basically I got a virus, and the virus decided it'd be fun to have a mosey on over to my heart and just have a little mess around in there.
Yeah, just fuck shit up.
Yeah, see what it can do. Thankfully it doesn't seem to have been a very serious case, but obviously anything that's heart related is you've got to be careful. So I spent some time in hospital, and I am now currently bedridden and recovering.
Fun times.
Yeah. Sadly, no roller coasters for a little while, and I did have a Gold Coast trip planned.
Oh.
But until such time as I get approval from a cardiologist, I cannot do that.
It really sort of is a little bit of a wake-up call, isn't it?
It's scary.
Hmm.
It's a little bit like, I know it was caused by a virus, and like, so no, it could have happened to anyone. And it's just, bad luck. But there's still like a part of you that goes, oh, like, what do I need to be doing better?
Mm.
How do I prevent this from becoming an issue further down the line? Because apparently it hasn't. Chances that it's caused any significant damage are very, very low. But once you've had myocarditis once, your risk factor for getting it again, if something such as a virus is introduced to your heart, is increased.
Right.
So,
but there's been no sort of thickening of the walls of the heart at this stage.
No. When I left hospital, they said they were pretty encouraged by the results of all the scans and testing that I had to do, and they think it looks like it was. It's something that has recovered pretty well. Yes, but certainly it cause for alarm. So yeah, that was my little adventure. I will go back to the COVID conspiracy thing because I got a whole lecture from a doctor about this when I first got the diagnosis. Because for those of you who don't know, myocarditis got a a bit of publicity because during the pandemic, there was a spike in cases of it in particularly young men, like men my age,
Hmm.
like 20s and 30s. And immediately, of course, everyone went the vaccine.
Yeah.
Um,
I believe there's a very prominent journalist at the moment, Australian journalist, that was trying to spruik those theories.
yeah.
Um,
So the interesting thing is that the doctor told me, yes, the vaccine has been linked with that in a very, very, very isolated cases. Um, in the wise words of an internet doctor, if something doesn't have side effects, it doesn't have effects. So there's always a little bit of a risk. You know what has a much higher risk factor of causing myocarditis?
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah.
So, um,
So it's probably the more likely cause that most people have encountered lately.
and the nice little rim shot to finish off that whole line of thought is I didn't get my COVID booster this year.
Oh,
So,
ouch.
so definitely not a vaccine side effect.
Because it's
Definitely a virus complication.
yeah. Well, because you can only get a booster once every year now, I think.
Yeah, once every year. I'd forgotten about it this year because I was mostly focused on getting my flu shot.
Right.
Once I got that, I think I just kind of blanked on it, like forgot.
Sure.
I sort of just thought, oh yeah, I've got my shot. I've ticked that box. So as soon as I heard that, I immediately thought, oh, I've got COVID and it's done that. It turns out it wasn't COVID. I tested negative for COVID, but um, yeah, it was some virus that decided to have a little bit of fun.
Bit of a staycation in your ventricle.
Yes,
Well, I'm glad you seem to be on the mend
it's an
because
interesting recovery
I don't want
process.
you recreating Barbara Hershey's part in Beaches, and I can't do Wind Beneath My Wings in the original key.
Oh god. Yeah, no, it's been an interesting week recovering at home. I had one day where like the all the chest pain and the heart palpitations came back, and I was very close to going back to
Mm.
hospital. Um, but that's been much better now. It's mostly just I'm very tired, and I kind of feel fluey and doughy. I know I sound fluey right now.
Yeah,
Um,
there's a little bit of congestion.
yeah, I feel very fluey and doughy, and I need at least 2 naps a day. It feels like
Far
I
out.
don't like retain energy at all.
Is it because it's having trouble pumping blood around, or
Yeah, they said it might, kind of struggle to get back up to speed for a bit.
yeah?
Um, I'm on like no exercise at all for 3 weeks.
Been
So
there.
yeah, it's pretty much just like don't elevate your heart rate for the next 3 weeks because it might not be able to keep up with you.
And that's sort of a fairly confronting thing to be told, like considering when you're used to being like an able-bodied 20 something.
Yeah, yeah, it's a little bit it was a bit of a shock, honestly, because I went in there thinking I've got this. I knew I had a virus because I'd been, or like a bug or something, because I'd been very feverish, um, like felt sick. But I just had all of this awful like chest discomfort, back pain, neck pain. Um, I just, I went in thinking, this is, I thought maybe an infection, chest infection, kidney infection, something along those lines. Maybe I've got COVID and it's triggered kind of an autoimmune response. I don't know what it is, but definitely not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
And it's always, whenever they say it's something to do with heart or anything like that. It's a little bit like, oh, okay, where's this going? Alarm bells ring. Um, we're all good. We're all good. Um, yeah, slowly on the
It's
mend.
good. But it is one of those things that sort of um it makes you think about, you know, I think I talked about this in a very, very early episode, sort of the concept of how much time do I have less to take part in coaster
Mm,
enthusiasm as a hobby.
yeah, I actually embarrassingly asked about 3 or 4 different doctors about my prospects of riding roller coasters in the near future. Because I have trips booked and plans to make videos up at the Gold Coast and stuff, and then of course even long term, I'm like, well, is this gonna be a risk factor for me? Do I have to maybe consider not riding roller coasters? They all seem to think, um, they all seem to think I had pretty good prospects of like no really ongoing ramifications of it.
That's good.
Um, yeah, apparently it seems to have been a mild enough case that it's just inflammation that will come and go
Right.
and shouldn't have caused too much damage to, like, obviously, it's damaged my heart, but not to an extent that it's going to be an ongoing concern. Hopefully, I will be following up to confirm that, but at this stage, it seems that way.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. How was your recovery going?
It's frustrating. Because, when you are laid up with, a busted ankle, you don't really have a whole lot to do, especially when you can't really walk around. So it's like sit, watch TV, eat. And you know what
Hmm.
happens when you do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm now able to sort of start pushing myself, but I've done a lot of reversing of my fitness goals, so I have really got to get on top of that. Um, but
Through
yeah,
no
it's
fault of
just
your own, though, I think it's important to emphasize for, for like your own well-being and everything. That
oh, totally.
yeah,
But
you know,
it is frustrating.
yeah, of course it would be.
So yeah, it's just a case of me easing back into it. Like, and I used to be someone who would do like, between 10 and 20,000 steps a day, depending on how active I was.
Mm,
And now I'm struggling to do 5,000 steps a day.
Jeez, yeah.
And that's me pushing myself.
Mm. I mean,
You
yeah,
know,
5,000 steps a day for someone recovering from a broken ankle is actually kind of impressive, though.
yeah, I'm happy with my progress. I'm just, I just knew what I was doing beforehand, and so it's just that whole slow progress. Yes, it's progress, but it's frustrating that it's not, you
Yeah,
know, back to
yeah,
normal. Because they tell you, oh yeah, you've got 6 week healing time, and it's like that doesn't really take into the post healing recovery and physio and rehabilitation of walking.
mm,
Because not only do you still get swelling and pain, like it's not like all healed up, um, but it's it affects your gait, like the way you walk.
yeah,
Um, and so I feel myself leaning to one side so that I'm not putting too much weight on the bad ankle, even though I should be, because that
yeah,
affects your gait, and it's just yeah, it's weird. And depending on like the terrain that I'm walking, like if my ankle rolls inward too much, or it really feels it, and it's
mm. I
I know
remember,
slow but steady, but we'll get there.
I remember having a similar problem with my when I tore my Achilles.
Mm.
I was having issues with I was turning that foot out, kind of like penguin style,
Yeah, sort of
because for some
duck-like.
reason that was like more comfortable. But that was really affecting my gait. So I know what you mean. It's very hard to get back to kind of just normal walking, I
Yeah.
guess.
And it's a truth universally acknowledged that as soon as you feel like you're looking like shit, you will run into, someone that you want to impress when you're out
Yep.
and about. So,
Yep.
um, the handsome dog walker gentleman that I chat with when I walk around the park, I ran into him today. I was like, "No, I look like shit."
No.
He's like,
Oh
"Oh, I
well.
haven't seen you for a while." I'm like, "Yeah, there's a reason for that."
Mm-hmm. Oh
Yeah,
dear.
we'll get there.
Well, in the meantime, what's been happening in the world of theme parks,
Well, with
etc.?
Superman's down again.
Yeah. See, I don't think.
You don't think Superman's long for this world?
No, I really think that actually it might be because Movie World have said yet again that they're working with Intamin
Mm.
on whatever needs to be done
Getting
this
whatever
time.
parts or whatever it is, yeah.
Mm. And we know that so the work that was supposed to be done on Superman's queue got delayed
And
because
they've
of
said
Scooby.
now that they've put it off because of Scooby.
Yeah, they're focusing on Scooby. So I think at this stage, it seems like whether it's because of time and staffing constraints or because of money constraints or whatever it is, they don't want to have a whole lot going on all at the same time. They're really trying to focus in their efforts on getting Scooby open.
Yeah.
And then whatever they've put out this teaser with the 3 padlocks. I don't know if that's teasing something big like something new, or if it's just announcements for something at Fright Nights or an opening date for Scooby or whatever it is. I don't think that now is a very good time for them to be considering a Superman renovation or a Superman replacement or whatever. And I think that they would be trying to avoid doing it if it's at all possible.
Oh, 100%. I don't think it would fall into their long-term plans. Absolutely not.
No.
But I think it's also a case of how
This
much
is
life is left in this model.
the second time in or second, third time in 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's we know from context and from other models around the world that we know why it's happening. They're not reliable. The launch mechanism puts itself under a lot of stress. It is prone to failure. So yeah, it'll go eventually.
Well, the thing is, they've not only got that, which is incredibly unreliable, but Green Lantern is super unreliable as well.
Yeah, that's
So
just
it's like,
SNS roller coasters for you, I think, at the moment.
but I think
Seems
they've got 2 very unreliable coaster models at the moment that are in sort
Mm,
of very prime real estate positions in the park.
yeah.
And I don't think they want to be even thinking about replacing either of them. But
I don't think
definitely not replacing 2 at the same time.
I don't think they're capable of it. And I say
No.
that like not in a condescending trash talk movie
Just
world way.
in a just purely financial and purely just numbers.
The logistics of that
Mm.
of potential replacements for Superman, Green Lantern, getting Scooby open, all of that.
Also, you would not have built Flash Speed Force within the ride's footprint of a ride you thought may be having to be pulled down in a couple of years anyway.
Yeah,
So
if
they're going to want to extend that life as long as possible.
they definitely made that decision seemingly with the thought that at the very least the structure of the ride is staying there long term.
Yeah.
So like at the very most, same layout retrofitted with a different launch mechanism.
Yeah. They've built Oz around it, you know.
Yeah. The other thing that probably needs some work, that probably also won't happen for the same reasons, is Wild West Falls.
Someone just needs to take a pressure washer to it.
Yeah, but as far as I've heard as well, the thing's running like absolute shit.
Pothole the ride.
Yeah, that whole that's always had potholes. That section just after the backwards drop.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, right now it feels like the boats are basically just dragging along the bottom of the trough. That whole ride just needs a breath of fresh air as well. And this is the one time where I'm criticizing Movie World, and I'm saying actually, you know, I don't think that there's a lot that they can currently do about it. It's not really. It's just not in the realms of possibility to be doing all that at once.
Yeah. Like, and it's one of those things. I get it. It's, you know, they're really sort of over a barrel there. It's, you know, it's they only can do what they can do with so much money, but it's just like they've just got to pick their next battle.
Well, looking at the park, just to show you what kind of a shambles it has become, and I think it's all just a bunch of ticking time bombs that have all gone off at the same time. Green Lantern, unreliable. Superman having all these issues. Then you've got the stunt show, which shout out to Theme Park Ogre for his latest video exploring why that's currently a mess.
Yeah.
Doomsday needs a replacement. Wild West Falls is looking much worse, much the worse for wear. Scooby's still not open yet. Like really,
Kansas Twister running on one train.
Kansas Twister running on one train. So really, like the only areas of the park in any sort of seemingly functioning order, like DC Rivals, Kids WB, and Flight of the Wicked Witch, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's concerning. I'm very excited to see how Scooby goes, though.
Me too. I don't know if I'm putting too much faith in their press releasey announcementy things, but it sounds like they've listened.
It's looking more encouraging in terms of marketing and social media build-up than what Wizard of Oz was. And I say that cautiously because I know they did a similar thing with Wizard of Oz where they kind of teased it, but not really. And then all of a sudden just went, yeah, it's open.
Yeah.
I hope they're not going to do that again. But they have started to tease it. And it seems like they're teasing it pretty early. Like pretty far out.
I think it's quite possible for a Fright Nights launch.
I saw some comments that suggest that's not going to be the case.
You reckon?
Yeah, someone commented on their, I don't know if it was Facebook or Instagram, and said that they were disappointed it was not going to be open for Fright Nights. And Movie World's PR team responded saying, "We're sorry that you're disappointed. We're working hard to get it open before the end of the year."
Okay.
Which seems like, you know, if there's a possibility of a Fright Nights opening, they would be a little bit more like, watch this space.
Yeah, open-ended kind of.
Yeah. But that the response definitely seemed to be like, we're sorry that you're disappointed. That it's not going to be open. So kind of almost confirming, yeah, not for Fright Nights. Which to me says, if not for Fright Nights, probably Christmas.
Yeah.
Because school holidays.
That'll give them a school term to have extra time. And that'll sync up with King Claw.
True. Yep. which is looking fantastic.
Yeah.
It's
It's
looking
good
like a
old
really
new.
pretty ride.
Totally.
I'm loving the queue structure.
Yeah.
I
And
love,
once they've sort of gotten all of the little bells and whistles sort of sorted with the actual ride, then they'll get into the proper theming, putting up the
yes,
signs and the statue and whatnot.
looking forward to it. It's looking fantastic.
What do you think they're going to be doing with all the footpaths? Do you think they're going to just go back to blacktop, or do you think that they're actually going to
Ooh,
put proper road surfacing down or some kind of paving, or I don't know. What do you think is
I,
going on?
I don't know. I haven't been back to the park since the park has all been ripped up. The last time I was there, they were still in the process of demolition on.
They've got a good chunk of the footpath around King Claw ripped up, but they've
Mhm.
rebar down. So I don't think it will be paving, but it will be some kind of pourable
Yeah, okay.
surface. Um, but I don't know what kind.
Interesting. I'm
I just
interested to
anything but
see a bit
blacktop.
more. Yeah. I'm interested to see a bit more effort and coherence come back into Ocean Parade. So I hope that there's some
100%.
thought put into whatever it is. Um, yeah. No, I'm excited about that. King Claw is going to be great.
Yeah.
Scooby, I hope, will be great. Um, it will at the very least be great to have it back. Um, I think that the improvements that are confirmed, like the brakes and the new ride vehicles, are things that will improve it.
And definitely extend the life of the ride for a long time to come.
Definitely. Um, for me, it all rests on the theming. How much have they changed? What have they changed? Is what version are we getting?
Yeah.
Um,
Please no
basically,
more projections.
yeah, didn't
What
work
the
well
fuck's
for me.
going on with SeaWorld? Anything?
Nothing. See what seems to do that. Go through phases. You just do a whole bunch of shit, and then
Yeah.
they drop off the face of the earth and stop doing anything for a little while.
Because they'll be resting on the new Atlantis for a good long time. But
Yeah,
it
that's
seems like
still
they're doing something with the castle, like they've gutted it. So
no
the
more
question is,
3D theater in there.
no, it's hollow. You can see light through it.
Oh, geez,
Mm.
that almost says demolition.
I suspect so because I don't think it's special enough to reuse.
No, I think I liked it, but not because I thought it was like super special or anything. I would have liked to see them try and do something with it, but it is a big plot of land.
It is. It's a good chunk of park real estate
Mm,
that could be used for something else.
it very much could. Cough, cough, dark ride. Oh my
um,
god, I'm writing a video on this at the moment, which is just why are Australian parks? Do Australian parks just not know that dark rides exist?
you'd think they would, considering the heat of the Australian sun.
Yeah, it's shocking that we have like none. We've got Justice League, you've got Sky Voyager, which kind of counts, and that's
I don't even think it does count. It's a flying theatre. It's not a dark ride.
yeah. I still think it fits the bill of indoor immersive story-based ride.
Mm.
Story-based, not quite so much, but focused on immersiveness, indoor, so you can get out of the sun. It kind of works. Justice League's the only one that's like a true dark ride.
Yeah.
And then other than that, you've got the Ghost Train at Luna Park, Melbourne,
Yep.
is probably our only other actual dark ride. And then the other one is the one at the Ginger Factory, which is the best one of the bunch.
That's
How
where
is
I
the
was made.
How is the Ginger Factory showing up every single theme park in Australia in terms of dark ride quality?
It's a Ginge world after all.
Uh, it's
It's this weird sort of roadside attraction.
yeah, it's got a damn good dark ride.
Proper
No,
boat
but
ride too.
yeah,
Not even like a dodgy train. Like it's there's infrastructure in there.
okay, no, but seriously, the embarrassing part about it is that there's parks in Taiwan that have seen like no investment in 30 years and are like rotting, that have dark rides that are better than anything in Australia.
Mm. Yeah.
Like
What do you think will be the first park to put one in?
Dreamworld.
You think?
Yeah.
You think they'll
I
go
think
for a
they'll
dark ride before they go for like a log flume
Yeah. Yeah.
or a water ride?
For the unfortunate reason that I think
We know the obvious reason that they wouldn't have, that they're not
yeah,
opting for a water ride, but
I think they need something
I
that is
reckon
gonna
they'll wait until at least 10 years have passed and then they'll start to think about it.
yeah, they're gonna I'd say they will want something to get people out of the sun.
Yeah.
I could see an indoor ride coming, or a ride that is designed to cool you down, such as a water ride. And I'd say that they would be more likely to lean towards a dark ride, just while that lingering connotation is still slightly around.
Do you think they'll go dark ride or walk through?
I would say for Dreamworld, dark ride. I think
Okay.
they see themselves as a bit more than just a little theme park now. I think a walkthrough is they've got the budget and the ambition to do something
I see people
better.
tossing around the Tower of Terror building as like a potential dark ride site, and I just don't think it's purpose built for it. Like it would be this weird retrofit. And I just don't
Yeah,
think that's the ideal situation to implement a dark ride.
I don't think the building itself. I could see the plot
Sure. But
maybe.
it sounds like they're keeping the building for now.
Yeah, okay. Then in
Otherwise,
that
they wouldn't have
case,
given it a repaint for Rivertown.
it's too weirdly shaped.
Mm.
Because if you remember, you had to go up, or no, you had to go down an elevator to get out of the Tower of Terror platform because it was so highly elevated off the ground. So that building is not very big in terms of land surface area, but it's like tall.
And like it's meandering staircases and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like a 2.5-story building on a not very huge plot of land. It's not really well equipped for a dark ride. Although they could get one of those themed drop towers.
They've sort of already got a drop tower though.
They do, but you know, Honeyland has two of them as well. They have
But
the S&S drop tower.
Greg was talking about in the podcast with Dane, talking about when they're talking about future investments in rides, that they don't want things that have been done already.
Yeah.
So that's
there's a
why I don't think there'd be
uniqueness.
another dark ride, drop tower, I should say.
There's a uniqueness to those RES and ABC rides drop towers. They definitely would stand out compared to the giant drop because it's less about the actual drop and more about the immersive experience around it.
Mm-hmm.
But I do agree. I don't think it If it's just the only way that I could see an immersive attraction coming to that specific building, because it's small and tall.
Mm.
I don't think it's the right shape for something like a people mover or a trackless dark ride or anything like that.
Do you think that it would just be the shed, or do you think that they'd build some kind of theming around it?
If they used that building,
Yeah.
I'd hope they'd build some theming around it.
Because it's in this weird spot where it's half in Dreamland, half in Rivertown.
Yeah. Which is what makes me think that the better option is just to demolish the building and use the plot.
Yeah.
Because you can just reorient it a little bit. And make it more suited for purpose.
Mm.
I also every time I see it, it annoys me.
Especially the little bum sticking out the end.
That is what I was about to say. I
The
want to know also
the knob at the end.
What was the purpose of the knob?
I'm assuming it was some kind of what do you call it? Fail-safe extra bit of track in case the brakes didn't kick in enough.
I don't think that's how that model worked, because the whole launch track was brakes. It'd all have to fail. I don't. I look at photos and they had like the lighting effects up there. Look up Tower of Terror 2. Because I don't think anyone paid very much attention to it when it was Tower of Terror 1, because it was behind you. But then when they reversed it, they had this little light show that happened up in that extra stretch of... Yeah, so there is an extra stretch of track beyond the station. You're right. That seems...
And I don't remember when I rode Tower of Terror 1 whether there was like some kind of weird wind-up thing where you pulled backwards a little bit or not.
Maybe it's maintenance track? But then why is it just a tube?
Maybe.
There would have to be a building beneath it, you'd think, so that they could get underneath the train. I would assume they would have done the
Unless
maintenance.
It was to displace the ride so they could do work on the track that it sits on in the station normally.
Maybe, but I would think they would just be able to move it, like nudge it forward out into the actual launch track. You should be able to just nudge it with drive tires.
Yeah, that I don't know.
But yeah, there you go. One of the great theme park mysteries. If you know what that knob is for, let us know. I think that is probably the prevailing theory. The extra bit of track for potential brake failures, or maybe to move the car.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's still there though, because it's annoying and
it's just been sort of this eyesore that's just there.
Big old penis in the middle of Dreamworld,
sticking out over the tigers.
Yeah, the big phallus.
Speaking of which, I'm in the edit for something at the moment.
Yeah. You've been doing a lot of talking about phalluses, phalli.
Yeah. It's this weird. So we talked about it when Riley was on the podcast. But it's this Japanese dick festival that I'm trying to create a sidetracked episode about, but it's just such an odd thing to do an episode about, considering I'm a roller coaster and theme park vlogger.
Actually able to show.
And it's one of those oddly adult themed kind of episodes, even though everything is fucking tame about the festival. There's no, it's only the subject matter that's any really saucy at all. No one gets nude or anything like that. It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things I've just been thinking about how to write voiceovers in a tasteful way that's not, that's not going to have, people complaining on my channel going, "Oh, I let my kids watch this." To which I say, "Oh, maybe you shouldn't let your kids watch it. Maybe you should have more control over what the media your kids consume."
Carpenter argument.
Anyway, we've had this this rant on this channel before.
We have. It is the Sabrina Carpenter argument all
Paging
over
new
again.
subject.
Yep.
100%.
I'm just scrolling through photos of Tower of Terror, trying to find photos of the Tower of Terror's penis. I'm now going to refer to it as that for the rest of its existence.
The penis of terror.
That name's already taken.
But yes.
What else is happening
I
in
just-
the world of theme parks? Have we had any updates from Adventure World on the new Bounty's Revenge?
Not anything official, I don't believe. From what I understand, it's probably going to be a like for like. We're not going to get an inverting starship, which I'm very disappointed about.
Yeah. Do they still make the inverting starship?
Probably not.
Looping starship. Manufactured by Intamin. It opened. It looks like they haven't made one since 2012.
Wikipedia says it is an amusement ride as opposed to was an amusement ride. Oh no, status discontinued.
Discontinued, yeah. There's only 3 of them left.
And apparently there was one at Nagashima Spa Land, which I didn't even notice.
Oh, you had an opportunity, my friend.
I know. To relive my Bounty's Revenge heyday. But
Yes.
yeah, we were so coaster focused that day that we didn't even think about riding the flat rides.
Oh, interesting. Bounty's Revenge actually still operates at Sunway Lagoon.
Yeah, it does.
Those bitches. They stole everything.
The rudeness. They stole it.
They came in,
But yeah,
nicked the looping starship, and fucked off.
They came in, they took the theme park away, shut it down, and nicked off with the looping starship.
Those bastards. It's the ultimate swindle.
The swindle of it all.
You've been hoodwinked.
They took my good starship.
Well, hopefully I'll get a chance to ride it then. Because I would love to go to Sunway Lagoon while I'm in Malaysia one day.
I'm trying to think, do they have anything else there that was from Wonderland?
A lagoon. I know their only coaster is the weird mine train, which was definitely not here. They have a Nickelodeon themed area. History. Okay, so I think the only one is the looping starship. Judging by the way this is phrased.
They don't seem to have many rides at all.
No.
It's the weird mine train, it's the looping starship, a carousel,
Oh, they've got a new coaster that opened this year.
and like a
Wild
yeah,
Chase
really
Coaster. What is this bizarre thing? It's built by a company called Interlink. And it's the only coaster on RCDB by Interlink.
Interlink sounds like a weird 80s communications company
It does.
that makes corporate retreat bonding videos.
Oh, this is bizarre. Apparently,
Interlink presents New Connections, fostering better working relationships for a brighter tomorrow.
apparently, they were working on it in April 2016. The track was complete and a car was on the track. It was thought that the ride would open later that year. November 2017, no mention of the Wild Chase could still be found on the park's website. On the 10th of May 2025, the Wild Chase opened.
That is a hefty testing period.
Yeah, don't go with Interlink for your coasters. Apparently, it takes them 10 years to open a 300-meter family coaster. That's bizarre.
Like, it's not even showing on their website. I look at the park map. Is it on here?
Yeah, Sunway Lagoon's bizarre. Weird park.
There's so many different little mini lands, yeah.
They've got a Ferris wheel with gondolas that are Wild West wagons.
They've got a giant hanging suspension bridge over half the park.
Because why not?
Yeah, why not?
They've got evil guy with axe. That appears to be a horror-themed attraction, which is just underneath all of the Wild West-themed attractions.
Okay.
The log flume appears to come out of a snake's mouth. That's fun. Okay, I need to go to Sunway Lagoon. Weird park.
What's the other? What's it called? That's Chase Coaster. What was it?
Wild Chase Coaster.
I can't find it on the map.
It's not a huge coaster.
Okay, it's a water coaster.
Oh.
NO4. So it's in the water park.
Right. Wild Chase Coaster. So all the information that RCDB's got is that it's made by Interlink. Oh, it does. It says it has a splash track. And that the cars have a hovercraft
Oh,
theme.
yeah, I see it. It looks almost wild mousy on the map. So if I look in the water park part of the website.
See, I'm looking at the photos on
attractions.
RCDB and it looks like just a family coaster.
Water park. African Pythons, Little Zimbabwe, Waterplex 5D, Surf Beach. See, they don't even feature it on the actual website. Which
Malaysia, look
doesn't
out.
bode
Sunway's
well
trying to run your amusement park into the ground and steal your looping starship. They're coming to get it.
Unless it's in Lost Lagoon, let's see. Splish Splash, Primeval, Hippo Valley, Explorer Street. No. They just don't feature it.
That's bizarre. I guess maybe they haven't
search Wild Chase.
Maybe they haven't updated their website in a long time.
A hot minute.
Anyway,
Let's see.
the other thing that we should mention is the Alpine coaster at the Big Banana.
Oh yeah, how's that coming along?
I have seen photos of cars. Also, we do have an official name for it as well.
Oh, okay. Is it the
It-
Plantation Coaster?
It is officially called the Plantation Coaster.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find these photos that I found. Someone sent me a link to a photo a while ago, and I don't know who it was. But they do have cars on site. So that's exciting as well. We should probably expect to see it open this year.
Oh, nice. I'm putting something into chat.
Okie dokie. Ah, yes. New ride opening tomorrow. Sunway Lagoon Studios.
And I've got
Hold on,
another
I'm gonna see
video
if
that
I
I'm
can-
putting into chat as well. It actually looks kind of fun.
Okay. So this is what? Why did we? What was with the cat?
I don't know. I do not know.
What was that? What was that? For our listeners, Sunway Lagoon Studios on YouTube have posted a short announcing their new water coaster. And I highly recommend a watch because with no explanation and no context, there is just a cat.
After an extreme close-up zooming in on to one of the mouths of the riders of the coaster, there is a cat.
I was about to comment on the fact that we were zooming into the guy's mouth. I was like, this is really bad camera work. And then all of a sudden, there's a cat. Sunway Lagoon is the gift that keeps on giving, apparently.
Or taking, as it were.
Yeah, taking our looping
Took my damn
starship.
starship.
They stole
Run,
it.
Wig! You give it back now, you hear?
Oh, God. I definitely need to make a trip to Malaysia. Although I kind of want to hold off because I still don't know what's happening with Genting Skyworlds.
I also don't know what's happening with that because I don't know what that is.
So, Dynamic Attractions were a manufacturer that built, you might know Mission Ferrari at Ferrari World.
Yep.
Very complex coaster model, very interesting coaster model. They went bankrupt like a year after that opened in 2023. At the time, they were building another one and another new model that also looks very complex. That's like a dueling motorbike ride that can drift and rotate on itself, like spinning cars almost. And they were building both of those at this park called Genting Skyworlds near Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. And it looks like from the photos that both of them are damn near finished. But because Dynamic Attractions went bankrupt, they were supposed to open in 2023 or something like that, and they've just been delayed over and over again, and no one knows what's happening or if they will ever open. So half of
Schrodinger's roller coaster.
Yeah, half of me kind of wants to wait and see. Because they look like really interesting. It's a shame.
It's a tough one when you're sort of wanting to hold off because you don't know if you'll miss out on something if you book something too early. So I get it, but at the same time, you can
I
only
can't
hold your
wait.
breath so long.
Can't wait forever. Yeah. I do want to do, once I'm getting back into Coaster Odyssey, I'll do a Southeast Asia trip to tick off all the countries there. So if it's not ready for that, then I'll probably just go, you know what? It's cheap enough to fly to Kuala Lumpur. If they open it sometime down the line, I can always come back.
That'd be cool.
The weird world of Southeast Asian roller coasters.
There's a surprising amount of them.
There are. And there's some very bizarre ones. It's a bit of a
What's your favorite?
it's got to be slalom, right? At Pattaya Park in Thailand. That guy was
Which one's that?
insane. So this guy who owns, I think he still owns it, owns a resort in Pattaya City in Thailand, just south of Bangkok. He wanted to build something to kind of make his resort more of a destination. And he actually came on holiday in the late 90s to Dreamworld. And he was inspired by Tower of Terror. And so he decided he wanted to build his own roller coasters at his resort. And instead of doing the normal person thing, which is contact a manufacturer and get a quote and be a sensible human being, he built these 2 roller coasters in-house. He actually ended up building 2 more as well, but that's a totally different story. And so one of them was like basically Tower of Terror style, like launch up a tower, roll back. Except it used a compressed air launch. And it never opened because they just couldn't get it to work. But then they also built this other coaster called Slalom, and it has a spiral egg beater lift hill, and then just this wacky ass layout that is all like 180-degree half banked turns and these really crazy looking airtime hills. It just looks a bit stupid, but in a lovable way.
All right. Fingers crossed you get to go on it.
I'd like to do that. That'd be fun. You didn't go to Nasu Highland Park, did you?
I did not.
Ah.
In retrospect, I'd like to, but I didn't.
That's another park that fascinates me as well at the moment. Very strange park.
So if I was to do a return Japan trip, I would like to go there. And maybe also do something like Kojima Kogan.
Yes, that's another one. Big Boom just looks insane. That first drop on Big Boom at Nasu Highland Park is stupid. We've gone on some tangents here, haven't we?
We have. It tends to be our MO.
Yeah, tends to happen.
There is quite a where are my words? There is quite a steep drop on that thing, isn't there?
Yeah. I think the story, I'm going to fact check myself on this. I think the story of it is that it was actually a shuttle loop, and then they decided to give it a layout. Like they retrofitted an entire layout onto a shuttle loop.
That shuttle loop at Nagashima is quite fun.
That's a Schwarzkopf, isn't it?
Think so.
Yeah.
From what I understand, it's not often operating, so we were kind of lucky that we got on it.
Yeah, nice.
There's another Schwarzkopf there called Looping Star, which is quite fun.
Yes. I'm trying to find where I read about Big Boom being formerly a shuttle loop. Yeah, I can't find it, but I'm pretty sure it was. And then they like retrofitted the lift hill and layout onto it.
Which is it's kind of wild.
Kind of a cursed thing to do, if I'm honest.
Like, yeah, let's just add a couple bit more track on it. It'll be fine.
Like its brake run is just a big downhill straight track where they've got like those types of brakes that have just tires on either side of the track, like hit the side of the train. It's just this big downhill straight track.
Because they ran out of track space.
They basically did RCT autocomplete. They were like, they had a shuttle loop. They had a shuttle loop. They added a lift hill, a drop, and an airtime hill to it, and then went, yeah, autocomplete.
That's enough.
That'll do. Such a weird, funny ride. I so want to go on it.
It's a May show. Okay.
Yeah. Those May show loop the loops. Apparently, they're the ones that, when they first started testing them, they ran way too fast, like illegally fast. I'm going to see if I can find the footage of it. May show loop the loop testing. They ran ridiculously fast. Like it looks like it's sped up footage, but it's not. And yeah, they had to like completely redo them because they were too forceful. I can't find the footage I'm looking for. Someone posted it where it was testing footage of a May show loop the loop, and it gets to the loop and it just tears through at like comical speed. So I really want to do one of them as well. Like obviously that's been fixed as well, but apparently they are still quite like forceful. There's one of them
literal
at
breakneck speed.
Yeah. Yes. Destroy my spine. Was it in Eltor Orion's video? No, I feel like it was someone like Theme Park Crazy. One of those creators. One of them guys.
One of those dudes.
One of those wackos.
One of those cobbers.
One of them blokes.
One of those drongos.
Yeah, someone along those lines posted a video of it. I'll find it one day and I'll post it. One of those blokes. One of those.
Oh, your son Errol, is he still an absolute no-hoper?
One of those bloody Which one
Insert
of those
weird.
Which one of those bloody drongos, the theme park content creators, have you been watching lately, Kieran?
Have you been watching that freaking Drongo coaster?
Have you been watching that bloody Drongo again?
With his roller coasters and his RMCs and his Vacomas.
The only
You
thing
keep on
we
you keep on polluting my YouTube algorithm with those videos, and I'll put you into a Vacoma.
Oh, that's so much better than what I was going to say. I was going to say the only thing we've a coma in this house is our hair. Oh God. Have you been watching any
You know, we've
content
hit reached.
creators lately? I don't think we can seriously answer this
Lately,
question.
lately, Coaster Dash National Coasters has been creeping into my algorithm quite a lot.
Because they're I know Coaster Dash is releasing.
They do a lot of
those,
shorts.
Oh, okay. I thought it would have been because Mark's releasing his vlogs from Japan right now. He
It's possibly that as well.
I was watching his vlogs from Yomiuri Land and Nasu Highland Park and Tobu Zoo. They've all come out recently. That guy's been everywhere. I don't know how he does it.
Do you ever find it jarring when you've typed in something completely unrelated, like you're looking up Nasu Highland, and then you start scrolling down, and then for some reason one of your own videos comes up in the feed, and it's like that has nothing to do with Nasu Highland, but okay, sure.
Because I just use Maloney's Coasters whenever I'm watching YouTube, but then if I ever switch accounts to like the Total Bear Loney channel or anything like that, then I go onto the main page, it's always constantly trying to recommend me myself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, for all the complexity of the algorithm, it can't figure out that these two channels registered under the same email address are the same person.
It's funny. My latest episode totally flopped when I premiered it, and it's now just started to have this constant tail on it, where it's starting to build up numbers again. It's like it's still not by no means, like making huge numbers, but it's just like it's still continuing to steadily go up rather than tail out. It's just like, okay, cool, I'll take it. But yes, I'm working on both the Penis Festival episode for Sidetracked and the Tobu Zoo episode for the main channel.
Very nice. I've got a video.
And that will be the episode that Heidi joins me.
Excellent. I've got a video that I'm working on. Still, I'm pretty sure I've said that every week for like the last 3 weeks, and it's been the same video. It's still there.
If that isn't a hell of a mood.
It's still there. It's still going. I'm pretty close actually at the moment. I want to sprinkle a little bit more love and joy into it, and then I think it'll be ready to go.
Nice.
It's my first time trying a new editing technique as well, so I'm curious to see how it turns out. Just a new, different approach to the whole process. But it's been fun to work on. Oh,
A friend of mine is on holiday in Indonesia at the moment and has gone up to the rim of a volcano and is looking into it and sending videos and it's like and posting videos, I should say. And it's really cool. It's like one of the things I've always wanted to do
That's really
is
cool.
to go see an active volcano.
That's out of context. That sounds like a really dumb piece of advice.
To go into an active volcano.
Yeah, don't go in a volcano. But I'm pretty sure it was Indonesia, wasn't it, where that woman died earlier this year?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think she got stranded kind of in the volcano where they couldn't reach her.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, don't go in volcanoes.
Best not to go in them, no.
Yeah.
Have you been to the movies lately?
No, actually, which for me is strange behavior.
Um,
I've been watching stuff, but I have not been to the movies.
I finally got to go out and see Weapons,
Ooh,
which I loved.
okay. I will keep it in mind.
If you haven't watched any trailers for it, just go in and see it cold.
Yeah.
But I get the feeling that a certain character in that movie, everyone is going to be dressing as for Halloween this year.
Okay. Do I have it at my local tiny cinema? Let's have a look. Or will I have to make the trip? Oh my god, stop asking for my location. What have we got? Oh, yep, it's on. When Oh, cool. Only one screening a day. I love you. So good.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
I'll find a time to make it work.
But yeah, great movie, nicely creepy.
What else is coming up? Coming up soon.
I still haven't seen the Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, I skipped it because I was concerned it would not be good. I'm gonna wait for it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, same. I think I've hit my limit with Marvel movies. Like I was really into it right up until Endgame, and then after Endgame, they just were not that great.
Yeah, same. I gave it a try after Endgame, but I quickly lost kind of interest in it.
I just don't feel the need to follow the entire universe. Like,
yeah,
we got the nice build up and payoff for it with Endgame, and I don't need to sit through another 10 years of movies for that.
Yeah. It was a nice experiment, and it did very well while it lasted.
Yeah. But I think everyone just got fatigue.
Yeah. It's done. It's over.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious to see where James Gunn goes with his DC universe, though, because it seems like he has a more comic loyal idea in mind, particularly compared to previous DC projects, which have tended to go a little bit gothic.
Well, because he seems to be going for a colorful, joyous kind of thing now that the whole dark and gritty thing, people are over the whole dark and gritty thing.
Yeah, which I really, really like, because that's what Superman is. Superman's a representation of hope.
Yeah.
So I think it was a brave choice to make a more bright superhero movie. In the and I think it paid off.
You
I
think?
liked it.
Yeah. I also like the idea of not doing origin movies. And
Oh,
just
hell
it's a
yeah.
world where these superheroes just exist.
They're just there. They exist.
Yeah.
I'm also
You know?
so down for
Hawk
accurate.
Girl and Mr. Terrific and yeah.
I'm so down for comic accurate Supergirl as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, considering after the last movie with Supergirl wasn't exactly the um groundbreaking piece of cinema, even though I love it for camp value.
yes, but I'm so keen for a comic accurate representation of her. She is just so much more interesting of a character. I love it.
Have you seen the original 80s Supergirl?
I have not.
It is camp. It is so camp. You've got Faye Dunaway absolutely gnawing on the scenery, overdoing her role as a villain, and Helen Slater, bless her, can't act her way out of a paper bag as Supergirl, and it is so funny.
Okay, that's going on the watch list.
Yeah. Just watching freaking Faye Dunaway just tear it up with this really dreadful script, but going balls to the wall with her performance.
I fucking love that. Christopher Lee was another one who was great for that. He would be in these god awful movies and he would just fucking commit.
But even Christopher Lee kept his dignity. I'm not quite sure Faye Dunaway kept her dignity with this one.
Okay, so a little bit too much commit.
Oh, 100%. Just like Mommy Dearest. Went way hard and did not like pull it back at any point.
Okay. Sounds worth watching.
Power and shadow, destroy her. It's so good. And like
Oh
Helen
my
Slater
God.
trying to act it so good. The Omega Hedron, Selena. I want it.
Oh my God. Love that. I'm so going to watch that.
Yeah.
This has been
Please
a
do and
lot.
report back.
I will. This has been a lot shorter than our previous episodes, but for reasons previously disclosed, I am running out of energy.
Same.
So
I had a long day at work today, so I fully feel it.
yeah, I am starting to need my third sleep of the day. So, Kieran, if people have not heard of you before, where can they find you?
You can find me on my YouTube channel, which is Ejector Bear Time on YouTube. And I've also got my side channel, Ejector Bear Time Sidetracked, where I do my non-coaster related side quest adventures. And you can also find me on Blue Sky at ejectortime.bsky.social. How about yourself, Jake?
You can find me on YouTube at Maloney's Coasters. If you are a content creator who would like some copyright-free footage of coasters, you can find me at Maloney's Coasters Off-Ride Footage. And yeah, that's about it.
Nice.
Cool.
Until next time,
This has been
an absolute bunch
of total
bear loading.
baloney. What a
bunch. What a bunch. Power of shadow, what a bunch.